Hey guys, Merry Christmas. Today's the last day of the sale, so make sure to go to chancetrades.com or callsorputs.com and use the code XMISS15. And it's the last day because I announced it within the Discord, so I'm so sorry about that if you just got it. But all the prices are going up for the New Year's, so if you secure it now, you're going to be grandfathered in. So make sure to do so if you are interested. So let's go right into the charts. This is my macro view on SPY, and one thing we can see here is that the stochastics are just about to cross and we have a neutral RSI. So as always, I always say my short-term, medium-term, and long-term perspectives. Short-term, I'm not too sure. Medium and long-term, I am still bearish. But right now, I am positioned in both short-term calls and short-term puts. So right now, I am in. Just so that you guys know, I believe I am in Apple calls for Gen 6 and SPY puts for far out, as well as Ulta puts and TLT puts. So majority of my account is in puts for further out. But I think there might be a chance for some upside, maybe just because people want a Santa rally to happen. It might just happen. Um, this is my macro view. I'm looking for a target of 373.4, which equivalent to SPY would be at around 370-ish. Looking for it to tag this level, then maybe get a rebound up and continue the downside. And that's also confluent with like a little lower Bollinger Band, or even up to here, perhaps. But that's my first target. Here might be my second target at 363, which is 360 on SPY. Let's go into the short-term side. Short-term, I see this here, which kind of looks like a ascending triangle. So that's what made me get a little more cautious and say like I'm not going to oversize on puts because these things could spike. I don't really like trading patterns, but I like to use it as confluence, and I really don't have anything currently here. Maybe just this. That's why this was here. It's a 30-minute supply zone, but I don't think it's. There's a short time frame supply zone, so it's not that trustworthy. If anything, I'd rather the market rebound probably back to that's a pretty high rebound, so I don't want it to get all the way back up here, especially if it's a bearish impulse. It should not go all the way near there. At 389.7, which equivalent to SPY is around the 386 level. I don't want it to get there, and I don't think it would get there, but that is one level to watch. If a Santa rally happens, it is possible. But as of right now, it has rejected the 0.61 of this initial leg down, which is the usual retracement for wave 2 in terms of Elliott wave. And then wave 3, we get our downside of the usual 1.61. So, should bring us to this 366 level. I think, which is the same level that we said. Let me see if I can find a demand level there. So around this level, you would see we got this huge little, all of these candles right here, back and forth, is near this 161 level. So this is more than possible and more than likely to happen. But I just don't know if we have a complex relief bounce, which would suggest that this is potentially an ascending triangle, and then we pop up here to this 389 level, or this is a quote-unquote bear flag or wedge, and we break down into this 1.61 level for wave 3, if this is wave 2. But as you can see, even if it goes up here, it's still not much in terms of your risk reward. It's still in favor of puts, because if we enter a short here and our stop is above this supply level and we're targeting here, we have a 3.88 RR trade. Whereas if we were to go long targeting here, we probably, and we put the pivot low as the stop, we only have a 0.64 RR trade. So I don't think that's a good risk reward. It's not even 1. You usually should be at least looking for a 1 to 2. So short term, I would lean still, if I had to choose, I would say bearish, although that one's pretty risky, simply because there might be a Santa rally that everyone anticipated. I'm always in belief that if you want to make something happen, it will happen. So I think, and that's why crypto has gone up the way it did, because people have made it happen. So Santa rally is possible. Always keep that in mind, but medium term and long term, I am still bearish. And this is why I say trade with the right tools, because I think we dumped on Friday from what I remember, and then we like rebounded. Yeah. Let me just take this out so that you guys see. So we dumped initially, and then we ate that candle up. And the reason that happened, and I took it with the group, we go to the golden sweeps and IWM, boom, right here at 12:58 IWM. I believe we were dumping, and then at, what was it, 12:58 p.m., which was right here. These two candles, sometimes you just forget. These two candles, 12 o'clock right here. So these two. From here, this guy got into 175 calls. Golden call, chance AI is above 1. And this is why I say these platforms are amazing. Because after that hit, IWM bounced for a 2% move. And if you guys know, a 2% move on an ETF is quite astonishing. So, and then he got out at 240, 174.03. It's currently at 174.39. And our members are able to tell, as you can see, we work as a team here. So make sure, if you guys get a closerplus.com platform, make sure to DM Chance on Discord, because I will add you to this private channel where we debunk the sweeps together. So as you can see, Armin here said, did he just close it? And this was the sweep. And I think it's a pretty safe assumption, because it's the same exact sweep. We don't know what's going on now after the first sweep, which we already said it's an opening with chance AI 1 over 1. I think this person took near 30% on his trade. And we initially said that we were taking the IWM golden call in at 0.51. I couldn't get in perfectly. But this is why we trade with the right tools, because market dumped, and all of a sudden near end of day we saw a golden call. So from then on we should be like cautious as to more downside for the market, especially going into a long weekend. You see a golden call after like at what kind of drop was it? I think it was like a 100-point drop? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was a huge drop. 3.5% drop on IWM. So for ES, it was probably like a 100 point. Was it like a 100-point drop? Nah, actually, I don't think so. A 30-point drop. But this was the huge drop that I was talking about. And actually, a golden call came for that as well. But that's why you got to trade with the right tools and stop being cheap on yourself. Team is amazing, as you can see on the winning trades. And this week again, I closed only up for 1162, but to turn a red week into a green week, I'm definitely happy that I did not end up red. And this was a huge mistake on my part. 1.21k should never get losses that much, especially when your green days are only 3 digits, as you can see here. But this is also because I sized down dramatically for this month and last month. So, and you don't need a lot of money to, you know, do good. This guy makes $6,000. This guy's growing his little account. Again, you don't need a lot of money to trade. But yep, Merry Christmas. Make sure you guys know about the sale Xmas 15. Today is the last day, so I think 11:59 p.m. it is ending. So make sure to take advantage of it, and Merry Christmas to you guys.